Hi there, my name is Lucy Claire Curran, and I am an effectiveness coach for millennials. I also do feng shui and also use intentional creativity processes to help people get out of their own way and take what's in their heads down into their hearts and also into their feet so they can walk it out. And today I want to talk about strengths and weaknesses. There's sort of this framing that we often hear about, especially in the professional realm, about one's strengths versus one's weaknesses, and they're sort of separate and easily categorized into those two groups. You know, these are the things I'm good at over here, these are the things I'm really bad at over here. And knowing your strengths and weaknesses is often sort of it's something that you're supposed to know about. It's a mark of self-awareness. And I have been thinking about strengths and weaknesses in a slightly different way. And this is in part inspired by the work that I've done with an organization called Wings in Oregon, which they are amazing if you ever have a chance to do some work with them. And I heard the phrase during one of the workshops that I did there that weaknesses are just strengths overused. And that really stuck with me. And I've been thinking more about that over the past several years. And so I also wanted to bring in an anecdote from my own life that I feel illustrates this, which is that I injured my ankle several years ago, and then more recently started to have like back problems and knee problems. And what became clear for me over the course of some physical therapy and kind of looking at what was going on with my back and my knee was that when my ankle was injured, I started to walk differently. And my body, which is, it's intelligent and it adapts to whatever is happening. Because my ankle was weak, other parts of my body started to work harder. And so I got a little bit lopsided, right? Because my ankle was supposed to be supporting me. It wasn't reliable. So my whole body got like a little bit crooked and out of alignment because parts that were not supposed to be working extra hard were working extra hard, and I got out of balance. And the reason I bring this up is that I think that it's not just our bodies that do this, that we do this in other parts of our lives. And when we're really good at something, we sometimes use that to mask or compensate for the places that we don't feel as strong. So I would invite you to think about the things that you think of as your weaknesses as muscles that you could strengthen, and to watch for when you use your strengths to prevent yourself from strengthening those muscles. So that's probably a little bit abstract, but for example, I am a good worker. I know how to work really hard. And one of the things that I've been learning about myself over the past, 31 years is that in situations where I feel anxious, I sometimes get really busy, right? So I feel vulnerable in this situation, maybe like in a social situation or, with people that I don't know as well. And so instead of staying in that discomfort, in maybe like using it as a learning moment to be a little bit uncomfortable, but be strengthening that part of myself that knows how to stay grounded and confident in an unknown situation. So in the past, instead of doing that, I've gone to my comfort zone and my strength of working hard and sort of distracted myself in order to take myself out of the discomfort. So I just invite you to be aware of when you're doing that and not making yourself wrong for it necessarily, but being aware of it and then deciding to maybe make a different choice. So if I know that about myself, that I sometimes use my strength of my work ethic to avoid discomfort, then I can be more cognizant of that and lean into situations where I can strengthen those underdeveloped areas of my life. So staying open to connecting, even if I feel a little bit anxious, or making more time and space outside of work to really invest in making my life balanced and fulfilling to all parts of myself, not just the part of myself that likes to work really hard. So, and and oh, hi, Carrie. I don't know if you're still here, but nice to see you. So I'm wishing you lots of thriving and balance, and I hope that you can enjoy your strengths while also investing in strengthening those parts of your tool set or your toolbox that are less well used. So without further ado, my name is Lucy Claire Curran, and I do effectiveness coaching for millennials. And I use a lot of different creative approaches to get people out of their heads and into their hearts, and also into their feet so they can walk their talk. So I hope you have a great night, and I'll talk with you soon. Bye. It always takes me a long time to turn these up.